Hello everyone, my name is TBOGGs, and here are all the materials you're going to need to build this Guardian farm for Minecraft Bedrock Edition version 1.18. Alrighty, so to start off this Guardian farm, I recommend that you kill all the Elder Guardians in the farm. It'll make your life a lot easier. But yeah, once you've done that, you're going to want to head and grab a map, and you're going to find the northeast side of your temple. So if you stand in the middle here, and you look at your little character to the northeast will be at the top right. So if you face it this way, that's the northeast. So that means this way is northeast. So let's go to the northeast side, which is right here. And you're basically going to go to the very end right here. You're going to go up 2 blocks, break it, and then you're going to want to make a pillar that goes all the way up to the surface. So that is 1 pillar out of the 25 that we're going to have to put here. And when you are putting in your pillars, you're going to make sure that you go all throughout down the farm. So as you saw, we had to break this block and place 2 in the middle because you're going to want to make sure that you put some in the inside too. So using this graph on the screen, you're going to want to place all the other pillars. Hopefully it's self-explanatory. But yeah, the first pillar we just put is at the top right there. And you're going to want to use that graph to place the rest of your pillars. Alrighty, so I've put pillars in all the spots that I needed to according to the graph. And yeah, as you can see, I kind of winged it for these middle ones, but that's okay. As long as it's in the right spot, you should be fine. But once you do have your pillars, you're going to want to go pretty far away so that all the guardians that were already there despawn. I'd say a good 100, 200 blocks is good. But yeah, when you come back, you want to make sure that there's no guardians. If you still see guardians, that means that you actually place your pillars in the wrong spots, because what these pillars do, as I said before, is actually block the spawning spots of the actual guardians. So if you have them in the right spot, there should be no guardians anywhere in this area. If there are guardians, just go ahead and check your graph one more time and make sure they're in the right spot, you know, count them up, and yeah. But yeah, once you got all that, you want to find your northwest side. So if that's the northeast side, this is our northwest side. So right here, this is the side where it's 10 by 10 blocks. And what you're going to go ahead and do is break 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks on this pillar, and this pillar. So that's 5 blocks on all those pillars. You're now going to grab your dirt and put dirt on top of all of those pillars, just like this. There we go. And now you're going to want to surround those with blocks that go all the way up to the surface in like a tube pretty much. So like this. And you're going to do that for all 3 of them. All right, there you go. So you should have 4 tubes now. And now what you're going to do is go ahead and put blocks in the corners of the tubes, because the guardians actually can sometimes fly out of these, and we don't want that. So we're going to go ahead and put blocks in the corners of all the tubes. All right, so there you go. It should be looking like this now. And so now you're going to want to extend these tubes up by 4 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4 on all 4 of the tubes. About this tall when you're done, and you're going to do that for the rest of them. All right, there you go. This is what it should be looking like when you are done. Now what you're going to do is come to this side over here, and you're going to make a wall that goes along of them like that. And you're going to do that on the other side. So just a wall that connects them pretty much like that. There we go. And now you're going to connect them on the bottom side like this. And you're going to do that on this side too. There we go. Now you're going to find the middle blocks, which is right here. And you're going to connect them up by these middle blocks. And you should have like this I or H shape like this. When you do, you're going to come and you're going to add another wall around the whole thing like I'm doing right here. And it should end up looking like this. Hopefully that's not too confusing. But yeah, you're going to want to extend it up by 1 more block. So that's 2 blocks tall. There you go. So now it's 2 blocks tall, and you're going to want to cover up these holes temporarily. You want to cover up like that, because now you're going to grab your water and you're going to place it in all those corners where the holes were. Just like that. And then you can get rid of the holes once you place your water, or get rid of the blocks covering the holes. So yeah, there you go. It should now be looking something like that. So now we're going to want to place a block that is 1 block away from where that hole is. That's going to help the guardians from not being able to fly out when they actually spawn. So yeah, there we go. Now you're going to break a little 2x2 in the middle of them like that. And you're also going to break the 2 blocks next to it. So basically all the blocks that the water wasn't touching, you're going to break. You're going to extend this down like this on the bottom here. There we go. And you're going to add another platform by 2 blocks like that. So it should be looking like this from the top. You're going to add 2 more blocks right here like that. And now we're going to start to build our trident killer from the bottom here. Doesn't really matter which way it's facing, but you're going to want to place blocks in a little pattern like I just did. And then you're going to place pistons next to those blocks like I'm doing. There we go. You're going to put blocks under those pistons like that. And then blocks under those blocks like that. You're going to connect them up like I'm doing right here. There we go. And you're going to make yourself a little platform just like that and break these 2 blocks. All right, so you're going to want to go ahead and put redstone in all the corners like I'm doing right here. And then you're going to want to place an observer so that the eyes of the observer are facing that redstone. So go along throughout the farm and do that where I'm placing it. There we go. Just like that. Now we're going to come inside of the actual thing. You're going to place blocks on the level where those pistons are like that. You're going to come back to the bottom. And I mean like the very, very bottom. And then you want to place a temporary block right here so that you can place your double chest like that. That's where you're going to get most of your loot. And then you're going to place 2 hoppers going into that chest like that. And you're going to get up in here and you're going to place a rail with a Minecraft hopper on top. And then you can fill in those extra blocks around it so it won't actually fall out. And yeah, there you go. That's where you're going to get your loot. You could actually go ahead and destroy this block right here. So you can place a slab and that's where you're going to get all your XP. And you're also going to put a lever right there and then flick it on. All right, so now we can head back up to the top. And you're going to want to go to where these are and place a block right here and a block right here. And then also 2 more blocks right here and right here. So now that means if you break these 2 blocks and these 2 blocks, they should flow in there like that. If there's still holes in them, just plug them up. But yeah, now you're going to put signs over where the actual trident killer is so that blocks the water like that. And then blocks right above those signs like that. That's going to help the guardians from flying out because they just like to fly a lot. I don't know why. All right, so now we're on to our last step. What we're going to go ahead and do is come to all 4 of these holes. You're going to pick one and you're going to go to the very bottom and you're going to place kelp going all the way to the top of where those dirt blocks are. And yeah, you're going to do this for all of them. So going all the way up. There we go. So they all have kelp in them now. So now you can go to get your soul sand and you're going to want to replace that dirt block with soul sand. As you'll see, you now have a water stream that goes back up. But yeah, once you got that, you're also going to place that block back on top. So you're going to go to the bottom, destroy all the kelp, and replace that dirt block with a soul sand block, and then put the block right here back. And you're going to do that for all of them. All right, once you got that, there's actually one more thing you should do. You're going to want to destroy these temporarily. You're going to want to put trapdoors right here so that they flow in easierly. And also, while you're down here, you're going to need to go ahead and throw your 2 pistons down where those pistons are. And then when you're done, you can go ahead and put your blocks back up there. And your farm is pretty much good to go. You're going to need to build your AFK spot though. So you're going to come down to where your chest is. You're going to bridge out 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. And then just get like 20 scaffolding and put it up in the air. So like 20 blocks in the air. And then yeah, you'll see that your guardians will actually start spawning and then spit up through those tubes and into your trident killer. So you're going to want to come down to the bottom here and actually turn on your trident killer. And it should start killing all of those guardians.